famous people in the 19th century. 19th century, well, the first century was from 0 AD all the way, or 1 AD, all the way up to 100. So the 19th century is 18 something something. In 1822 AD, an Austrian monk called Johann Mendel, Johann is how to say Johann, was born. He was born in 1822. Johann failed his biology exam. Oh well, sometimes called the easy exam, you know. So he could not become a biology teacher. Biology. He did experiments on peas that explain your hair colour, eye colour, and other traits. Yeah, he was a monk. He was brilliant scientist, but he failed to remember all the things you need to do biology exam. Traits. Mendel explained that black hair is dominant over blonde hair. Dominant. Yeah, if your mum's got black hair and your dad's got blonde hair, you'll have black hair. If your dad's got blonde hair and your mum's got black hair, you'll have black hair. Black hair always wins. Capital letters are used for dominant genes. Dominant means, you know, I'm going to tell you what to do. Dominant. Genes is how to say genes. If you have a black hair gene from your dad, capital B, capital for dominant, and a blonde hair gene from your mum, little b for recessive genes. Recessive means, you know, I'll do whatever you say. Dominant is do what I say. The black hair genes will dominate the blonde hair gene. Dominate the blonde hair gene. And you will have black hair. Capital B, little b. Capital B is for black, little b for blonde. So B for blonde, B for black. B, the dominant one is the capital. Only if you have two recessive blonde genes, little b, genes, will your hair be blonde. Well, naturally blonde. Of course, you can always colour your hair. Recessive. Yeah, recessive ones are the little letters. Your body is 2 trillion cell bags called cells. Oh, 2 trillion living bags called cells. Yeah. So it depends on how you count it. It's very difficult to count how many cells are on your body. Some people say 1 trillion, some people say 2 trillion. It's difficult to count them all. Every cell has a copy of your genes in the nucleus. Yeah, apart from, there's always an exception, not the red blood cells. Nucleus. Yeah, the red blood cells are too small to have genes in them. They're full of oxygen and hemoglobin, except your red blood cells. Oh, there you go. Because red blood cells do not have enough room for a nucleus. Yeah, they don't live very long because of that. The science of genes is called genetics. Genetics. Yeah, Mendel started genetics. Your genes, he was using peas. He was a priest he was told to grow loads of peas, and he made up science using peas. Your genes come from your mother's egg and your father's sperm, and dominant and recessive genes determine your traits. Yeah, so dominant and recessive determine whether or not your hair colour, your eye colour, whether or not your earlobes are attached, whether you can do the thing with your finger, all sorts of stuff. Traits are also called characteristics. Characteristics. Traits. Traits. Yep. Ah, that's Mendel. He was a great